EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present third round coverage of the Web.com
we're
Tour
back.
Championship.
Third out of fourth day at the Web.com Tour. We are leading. We're 11 under.
Good contact, good result.
Just having a good
These wins
good
have held
round
up
to go
all
so
day
far.
long.
The first
Playing a
round
part in the shot
kind of rough,
making
and
we're
the second
seeing out
round we
there
just
today.
crushed
Frank,
it.
this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the
that'll
flag.
help.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. He made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today.
So we get another chance at birdie, and it didn't work. Let's go. Great on the first hole. We got our
Another one
birdie.
goes in.
And really, no one really has a chance of catching us, really.
Nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2.
Alright.
Really, it's
That's
2
up
tee shots
right.
over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3 wood with a little draw.
You disappointed
hang
if
on
you
the
don't
fairway.
make 4 here?
Not disappointed,
Full
but obviously
swing,
you lose
alright.
at least half a shot on the field.
Oh, let's get close to that green. Maybe we can try to get right next to the hole.
Frank, that
in
ball's
this next
sitting up
shot.
like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for 11.
Okay.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Alright, not bad.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
So now this thing's through. It's a delayed swing, but it went in. Oh,
Has it for another birdie. 2
those
holes,
ducks.
2
Look
birdies.
at the ducks.
Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
Well, you can hear it right off the
Slow
center of
that
the club
ball
face.
down.
This has a chance to be close.
Alright.
Just
Wow.
a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Wow, 3 birdies in a row. And we go on to the
Nice
fourth
solid
hole.
start to the
Alrighty.
round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
It would really help if you could have power that makes you all the way to the green in one shot on some of these par 4s.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in
Set us
trouble.
up for a fourth birdie maybe. I'll let that bounce. Oh, I
It's a good
probably
shot
should have
right
moved
there,
that
about
a bit
15
farther.
feet away. Good look at birdie. Bogey here yesterday, chance to better that today.
Interesting putt. And just off.
He'd settle for par here.
All right, let's knock this par shot down.
And getting ready
The
for
hills
the
were
putt.
very confusing. All right, that's good. All right, cool.
Let's keep
Good
the round
round.
going.
Oh, there's
Those
some
par
deer.
putts. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot from the drop, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4 though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really
Scoop
the only
that up
thing
a
he's
bit.
looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, I like that noise. Just slow that thing down. Oh, I thought it was going to be a bit farther back. Farther.
Spins in there inside of 5 feet. Just a gorgeous shot.
So, I don't know. Whatever. Sets me up and good. Let's go. 4 out of 5 birdies to start.
Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit it a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot all those trees
Oh,
coming
that
into
looks
the screen.
fresh. That looks good. I like the look of it. Oh,
That is an excellent play
I
right
thought that.
there. The
I thought it was
approach,
going to go a bit
giving
farther.
him another good look. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Oh
That
no,
hurts. He's going to beat himself up on the way to the
that
next
did
tee.
not look good at
You
all.
don't miss those putts. So a tester from 4 feet.
All right, got a par.
Now, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass generally plays into the wind, one of the stadium course's most difficult greens to hit, Frank.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pot bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
Second from an excellent lie.
All right, so what we've learned so far is that I need to push the golf ball
Appears to be a
myself.
smart
That's what I'm
shot,
doing
Frank.
it here.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
There we go. Maybe I do need to push that golf ball forward.
This has been a tee to green clinic. Absolutely perfect. Everything coming off the center of the club face and everything in regulation.
Oh, dang! The way it went around the hill. Great.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo. And here at the 8th, Frank, most players are
About a
happy
hole in
walking out of here
one.
with a
That'd be
par
cool to
three.
see.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
Oh, I thought I put a little too much.
Good try. Just
Too
didn't
much
quite
power
read
on
the
it.
break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, I think, cleaning up here for
Let's
par.
knock this one out. We haven't really made any big mistakes yet. Yes. Gosh. Anyway, great round to go.
Hard putt, soft hands,
We go
beautiful
into
putt.
the 8th and
Frank, what do you
9th
make of the
now.
final hole here on the
This is
front
the ninth.
side, the 583-yard par 5 9?
Par
Just depends
5.
on how much you want to risk here.
All right,
If
let's
you
try to
get a
get
good
this-
drive down the right side. It's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an
I don't even
absolute
realize- I didn't
mess
think of
here
that.
at 9.
If we try to get it over.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard
Yeah,
mark.
no. Oh,
Second
no,
shot.
I had no chance at getting that. What were the people saying? All right, here.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
That's quick. That's a quick one.
Frank, when you think layup shot on a par 5, you think it's easy. This isn't necessarily that simple, is it?
Oh, you've got to keep the ball to the right.
Oh,
Otherwise, those overhanging,
That was as close as you could
limbs
get.
on those
That
trees
was
on the
as
left,
close as you
they
could
become
get.
havoc.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus
Oh,
at this point.
Another bird.
Continues to amaze